Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? My camera's not coming in too well right now. Check the settings here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it looks good to you guys. Could be the Wi-Fi, I'm not sure. But good morning, everyone. So let me see who is in here first. So John Fox, of course, first in the chat this morning. Good morning, John. And we have Amber. Good morning. And then Jack Stud. Good morning. Well, there's a lot of chat missing from what I can see here on Restream. The first one that pops up is this one. So we're talking about, I guess there was a tornado watch or something where Amber's living. But hopefully everything was okay, not much damage. But good morning, everyone. Jack Stud, good morning. Jordan, good morning. Amber, thanks for everyone coming in this morning. Definitely need some coffee today. Abe, good morning. No, that's just a intro that comes. That's like a prepackaged intro. I didn't make anything. Bad wind, dust storm here in Texas, 80 miles an hour. Wind gusts knocked out our power all day. Oh, wow, that stinks. Frickin' frack, good morning. All right, thanks, John. Appreciate it. Jacob, good to see you. Arkansas up to Chicago. All right, so today we are gonna brew some coffee from Up Coffee out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Good morning, Brad. Thanks for stopping in. So this was recommended by Joe and Dakota from Kilt Beard Co. They really liked this one from the sounds of it. This is Cafe del Fuego, and it's a dark roast with heavy, smoky tobacco. Now, I can't recall ever coming across a tobacco-flavored coffee, so this should be interesting. But I picked up 3 bags of coffee from them. This one is Sumatra, which is molasses, tobacco, and oak. And this one is Minnesota Mud, molasses, creamy, roasted nuts. And all 3 of these are dark roast, organic coffee. And on their packaging, it says exactly a coffee of fire. That's what that means. At Up Coffee, we solely source and roast certified organic specialty grade beans. While this is a rare approach to take within the world of specialty coffee, we strongly believe in our mission to delight conscious coffee drinkers with coffees that benefit both people and the planet. They say they're always organic, always local, small batch, daily roasted. This was roasted on March 10th, so not even a week old yet. Yeah, March 10th. Amazing. So Up Coffee sources are roast certified organic specialty grade coffees. They are located at Traffic Street, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Certified organic by MCIA. So really, really nice packaging. And I also picked up a hat. We'll order a hat. Pretty cool logo, Up. Oh, thanks, Amber. Thank you. So yeah, coffee of fire, that's what that means. And we're gonna give it a try. Hey Tara, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. All right, so let's get this coffee brewing. So I got 30 grams of ground coffee here. Nice dark roast looking coffee. I can actually smell some tobacco in it. I don't think there's tobacco in it. I could just smell kind of like aroma of tobacco. Kind of like molasses too, I think, which was not in the description, but that's what I'm smelling right now. Let's take a look at this camera view here. There we go. Oops. We're going to weigh it because I didn't pre-measure the water, so I don't want to put too much water in here. We're going to get it to 450 grams of water. Let's do the initial bloom. Making notes on amounts. So yeah, Amber, how are you liking the pour over method? I saw that you purchased a pour over recently, and are you going with a 15-to-1 ratio, 17-to-1 ratio? How are you doing with that? Ben and I are listening to Babies Go Queen version. So 30 grams equals 1 ounce of coffee. Does it? I don't know. It's too early for me to do a conversion like that. I just measure in grams, so I'm using 30 grams of coffee and then 450 grams of water, so that's a 15-to-1. With tobacco flavored or actual tobacco infused nicotine, I don't think there's any nicotine in it. I think they would have to disclaim that if there was. I don't know if there's actually tobacco infused into it. So I did a little bit of research, and there is Del Fuego like syrups. So I think it's flavored after the roast, possibly. I'm not sure. There wasn't too much information on the website about that. Did a couple times last week, and I don't know the best ratio, so that's why I'm listening. Yeah. So 15:1 is generally the strongest ratio, where 1 gram of coffee per 15 grams of water. Grams of water and milliliters of water are equivalent. So 1 gram of water equals 1 ml of water. And if that's too strong, then go to 16:1 and then try 17:1. But generally the range is between 15 and 17, but some people want more than that. That's okay. Or a lighter flavor. We're at 363 grams right now. Hey, Baker. Hey, I saw your entry on the competition. Yep, I entered 2 different places, categories. Oh, there wasn't very many entries, it looks like, but hopefully that'll pick up today. Today's like the deadline for it. So you do 27 grams to 500 ml. So that's probably what, like 17-ish. I don't know. But everyone's got their own taste. Like you just have to dial it in. And you can convert that to a drip pot. So, just take amount of water that you're putting into a drip pot and then multiply that. How many grams is a tablespoon? I think it's 5. I think it's close to 5 grams in a tablespoon. I pretty much settled at 27 gram. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So we're at 400 right now. Let's take a look at these beans. I do too, Amber. I eyeball it when I do my drip as well, because I kind of know how much to put in. I weighed it at first, but now I've done it so many times. Here is a look at the beans. Kind of light in color. Large beans. This camera's not that great. Seems to be the same bean throughout, though. They look large to me, though. Very strong aroma. Hey, what's up, Chris? How are you doing? Good to see you here. You have a specific method to clean the Chemex pot? I just use hot water, dish soap, and a little scrubber on the handle. Sometimes I put it in a dishwasher. 500 milliliters is just over 2 cups. Actual cups, you won't get 2 mugs out of 500. I really like the Chemex with the paper filters. I haven't tried the off-brand with the metal filter. I was actually gifted it gifted one of those, and then I gifted it to someone else. I'm not good at mental figures. That's what. Hey, we all have a calculator on our phone. Yeah, I mean, for the drip pot, like if you just kind of if you weigh it a few times, you'll get used to like knowing where to put it in, just eyeballing it, I think. Hey, what's up, Chris? Thanks for stopping in. There'd be such a difference between coffee brands that I have to weigh it. Some are more dense. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Thanks for stopping in, Chris. Did you get your latte figured out? Not yet. Not yet. I actually haven't even tried since doing that live show. I did buy some whole milk though. I just haven't tried it yet. Yeah, $23 at Walmart. I think it's what a Baudour or something like that. Bowden brand. Um, yeah, so let's take a look at Up Coffee. Website. There this. Screen. So right off the bat, you can do 20% off for signing up with your email. And I think that's what I did. Um, and there's free shipping over $50. So I was able to get free shipping. I bought 3 bags of coffee and a hat to make it over the $50 threshold. Yeah, let's take a look at the coffees here. So with the one that I'm brewing right now, Cafe Del Fuego. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Dark roast blend, tasting notes, heavy, smoky tobacco. And that's about it with the description. There's not much more to be said about it, unfortunately. I do like to see the origin of the beans and the process of the beans, how they wash it and stuff like that. But it does not show that on their website. I'm sure they would be. I'm sure they would answer if you had any questions about it. But here's Angry Bull Light Bostren Light Roast Blend, caramel, orange, and malt. Um, yeah, they have a lot of different kinds. Black Lotus Espresso. This one interests me as well. Cocoa, dried fruit, vanilla. I did not pick it up though. Yeah, not too much information on their website, but it seems like all their bags are $16 for 12 ounces, which is pretty fair. You can subscribe and save, and it goes down to $14.40. You can get a 5-pound bag for $81. You can buy it ground, whole bean or ground. Take a look at Minnesota Mud. Yeah, same thing, $16, whole bean or ground. And just basically the tasting notes: molasses, creamy, and roasted nuts. So not too much information. This place has been around since 1993, so they've had a good business for 31 years, right in Minneapolis. They do wholesale, and they have a cafe. Let's take a look at where their cafe is. It's on Traffic Street in Minneapolis. And I think that's where their roastery is as well. So you see these bottles in the background. I don't know too much about them. I know that you can add them to coffees and lattes and stuff like that. But there is a Del Fuego flavoring that you can buy, or a liqueur as well. So I'm not sure with this coffee, Cafe Del Fuego, if it's added to the roast, or they roasted it a certain way for it to taste similar to that. Just don't know. Let me catch up in the chat here. Heart doctor recommended I use paper filters instead of metal. Oh, oils from the beans that give it great flavor aren't so great for the ticker. Oh, interesting. Hey, Yo Golden, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Terry has a glass measuring cup with STD on it. One side ML. The other no conversion skills, just Terry's well stocked kitchen. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Bowden was the brand. Yep. Yeah, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Any idea what would make coffee brew into a cloudy brown instead of a darker black? Look more like a dark brown crayon. It could be the temperature of the water that could affect it. So if it's a light roast, you want it at a higher temperature, lower and darker roast. Want it at a lower temperature, but the temperature range is like 195 to 205. That I think that could possibly affect how it looks. All right, let's see how this looks. Imagine if there's anything added to the ground coffee that could change the look as well. So we have a light brown. So the flavor description is heavy, smoky tobacco. Aroma's not that strong. It's much stronger before brewed. Like the coffee beans and the ground is very strong aroma. After brewed's not too much. Yep, this is a dark roast coffee. Yep. Yep. The beans kind of look a little bit medium to me though, as I showed you before. Not as you can see, kind of like a milk chocolate. So on the lighter side of dark roast. Hey, JB Gets Wrecked. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Wow. Yeah, this is like a tobacco flavor. That's interesting. I think the description hits it right on the mark. Heavy, smoky tobacco. I kind of get like a dark chocolate aftertaste to it. Yeah, very interesting. I've never tasted or I've never seen a description of tobacco on a coffee before. I'm sure there are. I just haven't come across it before. And yeah, it's very interesting how much like tobacco it tastes. mean, I wouldn't think that it'd be tobacco infused. Um, I couldn't imagine it being tobacco infused or nicotine infused. Very interesting. Let me look at their website description again to see if it was different than the bag description. Dark roast blend, tasting notes, heavy smoke. Yeah, same thing it says on the bag. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, it's a good coffee. It is a bold, dark coffee. It's not acidy. Um, it's not like it doesn't leave a bitter. There's no bitter taste or aftertaste to it. Possibly like a dark chocolate aftertaste, but up front, it does taste like a smoky dark roast. It's not nutty, not fruity, not creamy or molasses. It's a straight up tobacco. Hmm. Very interesting. Could being the beans are so freshly roasted have an effect on coloring, or I'm way up? I don't think it affects the coloring, but it does affect the taste. So generally, what I have learned, best practice is to allow a fresh roast to vent in the bag for a couple of weeks before tasting, which I didn't realize that this was roasted on the 10th, or I probably would have waited another week before trying it. And I'll probably do that for the other two bags that I have. And actually, I'll wait another week before I drink this Del Fuego again, just to see if I could tell a difference. But there's definitely a change from when it's first roasted the first couple days to like a week or two later. What I've learned is you want to wait and let that natural process in the bag release the gases from the beans before you brew it. Trying to get used to drinking my coffee with no half and half. Yeah, it's a process. I think it takes a couple weeks. If you're used to having creamer, milk, sugar in your coffee, it's definitely a big change. But I think if you kind of invest in flavoring of coffee, like find the right flavor for you, I think that process becomes a little bit easier. So if you were drinking like Folgers or Maxwell House or one of those big brands with kind of like minimal unique flavoring, that's probably a lot harder to get used to than something that's, a dark roast or light roast coffee where there's thousands of different flavor profiles, and then you find the right one that you find you don't need creamer or sugar or milk. Hey, thanks for stopping by, JB. If you look at my videos, I do a lot of different brew methods: pour over, AeroPress, French press, drip pot, espresso. Got a lot of good videos on that stuff. So check it out if you have time. You drink black and love a good cup. Yep, absolutely. Hey, well, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for stopping by. The Brown Cloud coffee was one of the particular brand. Every style they had, it was all very light in flavor. The beans looked extra dry. Never saw with any other brand. Huh. Yeah, they're doing something. Yeah. Yeah, sounds like I'm describing beer products. Yeah. Um, for a coffee grinder last week. Nice. Nice. For a coffee grinder is much preferred over the blade, in my opinion. It's just a lot easier to dial in the ground coffee. Yeah, so the little vents on the coffee is there to release the natural gases from the beans. So if these vents weren't there, the bags would just fill up with the gas and eventually break the seal, most likely, and pop. So that's what the vents are there for. They just allow it to breathe naturally. I do have like somewhat of a dryness in the mouth after. Maybe it's just because I'm talking so much. But I've noticed some coffees that do that to me. But this is a good coffee. I really like this. I'm enjoying it. So especially if you are a tobacco lover, like a cigar lover, yeah, especially if you smoke cigars, I would recommend trying this. This Cafe del Fuego Coffee of Fire. Heavy smoky tobacco. I do admit that the smell of the beans are not that great. Like, it's just an organic, natural smell. Very aromas, very strong aroma. Like when I took these out of the box, the packaging, that came in, I was like, whoa, that is strong. However, I think it's just being organic, where they source their beans from, the way they roast it. It just produces that smell. Some people might like it, but me in particular, I don't like the smell out of this bag. But I do like the coffee. It does taste really good. So people could use some of those vents. Oh, that's funny. Right flavor coffee only needs a little bit of sweetness for me. I use stevia monk fruit mix. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for Up Coffee. I appreciate everyone stopping by, watching me brew the coffee. Yeah, like I said, or like I showed you before, you go to their website, you can get 20% right off the bat. And shipping was really fast, as you could see. It was roasted on the 10th, and what's today, the 15th? I got it yesterday, so I need a new bird grinder. Mine made a horrible noise one day, so I took it apart and cleaned it. Hasn't been right to. Oh, I wonder what happened. Generally, they last quite a bit, like 1,000 grinds, or a couple thousand grinds. Coffee world is another fun addiction. I've been drinking black coffee for many years. I'm really enjoying learning more and experimenting with different brews. Yeah. Coffee brand coffee. I have not heard of them. I will take a look. Freaking frack received my coffee brewer t-shirt. Nice. Well, let me tell you, you're gonna have a nice surprise. Well, I'm ruining the surprise right now, but I've actually sent you a different t-shirt. So I wasn't happy with the quality or the logo placement of the t-shirts that I had on the website. So I took it down and I replaced it with a different t-shirt. I got it in, loved it. So I'm sending a new t-shirt to Frickin' Frack and a new t-shirt to Amber and Kev. They were the only ones that ordered t-shirts from the first run. I think you'll like the newer t-shirt much better. I wasn't happy with it, and I couldn't live with myself with people buying it, and it was pretty poor quality, I thought. So your new shirts are being made and should be sent this week or next week. Always wanted to get in better brew methods and blends. I'll start experimenting. Yeah, very cool. Organic coffee from our local natural grocery store. I really like the coffee beans from Guatemala. Yeah, yeah. Abe, I don't know if Natural Grocers sells this brand, and of course, I can't even think of the brand now. What is it called? It's one of my favorites. Hmm. Groundwork coffee. If you can find Groundwork, they make organic coffee, really good. And they usually sell in like natural grocery stores, natural food stores. How do they infuse flavors of coffee? They basically add it to the coffee beans after the roast. If you remember, I had oh my god, AJ, AJ from Sparky's Coffee on to talk about roasting. They don't infuse any flavors into their coffee, but I think what he said is they basically just kind of like have the beans kind of like sit in a bucket or whatever with the flavoring kind of running around. Where can you order? There we go. Amber posted it. Appreciate that. Thank you, Amber. So yeah, I have taken some stuff off of there. Um, one of the or two of the items, I'll just show you. One of the items I was selling was this, which is a huge, well, like 36 or 40 ounce thermos. And I wasn't happy with the quality, so I took it off. No one else bought it, so I was the only one that purchased it. It's just a sticker on there, and I figured you could just buy my sticker and put it on your own travel mug. I also had the smaller travel mug, and same thing. It's just a sticker on there. It's gonna come off in the dishwasher. I mean, you can hand wash it, but I just didn't find any value in selling these when it's just a sticker. Like if it was inlaid, like my coffee, the ceramic mugs, if it was like that, I probably would have kept them on. But you could put my own sticker on there. You can just buy a $2 sticker from my website and stick it on anything. So I took these off. But yeah, the coffee mugs I'm really happy with. I don't think I have one down here. The sweatshirts I'm really happy with. The hat, of course, I'm happy with. This is just a foam trucker hat, old school auto trucker hat. And the new t-shirts are much better quality. OXO. Oh, isn't OXO like a really good brand? See, I have the Cuisinart burr grinder now, and I was thinking of getting a newer one. I've had it for like 2 years now. And it seems like when I put in particular brand beans, I actually have to push the beans down, like it sticks to the side. So but other beans it doesn't do that with. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Yeah, absolutely. Freaking fact. I'm sorry if you guys purchased those t-shirts. And it was poor quality. So I hope you like the new ones. Yeah, Jordan ordered a mug. Yep. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Groundwork Coffee. I actually did a video on them, or I did a live stream 6 months ago. So if you look on under my lives, it'll say Coffee with Brewer Groundwork Coffee. And that's one of my favorites, is the Bitches Brew. It's a yellow packaging. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. Mr. Coffee Grinder. Yeah. Yeah, Amber, I'm glad you didn't buy it. I would have felt really bad. My mom liked the smaller travel mugs, and she actually bought 2 of them. Like, she got one and she wanted to buy one for her friend, so she did buy the travel mug, but I'm glad no one else bought the thermos. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've never owned an OXO or anything, but they're pretty pricey if I remember correctly. Yeah, I really like the mugs. I do like the mugs. Hey, Jason, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day. I know Jason's on a little road trip today to see some family. Yeah, maybe they'll replace it. Possibly. There's a flat ledge in the Cuisinart. I used to give it a shake and knock the beans down. Yeah. Yeah, it's only certain beans, though. Yep. TNBC stickers on a favorite coffee mug. Yep, absolutely. What's the difference between LH and RH mug? I don't know. Is that something that you see on my website? I don't know what that is. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at my store since we're talking about it. So here are their mugs. Like, this picture is inlaid into the ceramic, so it's not going to, like, I mean, I'm sure there's some form of coating on top of it that could melt away in a dishwasher, but I don't know what you're asking, Brad. Oh, left to right-handed? That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right hand, left hand. I was trying too hard to figure that out. You said you had them make a left hand or right hand mug. So, I don't have any mugs to give a good example. So typically, what I have found on coffee mugs is that if there's a logo on one side, it's usually on the side facing you. So, like a right-handed mug, it's blank here and has the logo facing you. This brand here has left and right-handed mugs simply for the mustache guard. And so this is a right-handed mug, and the logo is facing me. On my coffee cups, they're all right-handed. I don't think you can pick right or left, but a majority of people are right-handed. and I have the logo facing out for right-handed people. However, if you're left, then the logo is going to be facing you. So I didn't feel a need to make left-handed, right-handed mugs, but I do prefer the logo being outer because I want people to see it. I know what it looks like, so. So I guess technically the mug picture there would be a left-handed mug. I guess so, because the logo would be facing you. But I made it so that the logo is facing out for right-handed people. I don't know, that maybe I'm weird thinking that way, but I kind of like the logo. I mean, some mugs have the logo on both sides. I could have done that. It would have cost more, but I felt like this was fine. And it's only available in the 15 ounce. I didn't make the 11 ounces available. I think most people like the 15 ounce. Two-fisted drinkers, yeah. Both hands, it depends on the side of the desk. Okay. Yeah. If you're right-handed, hurry, left-handed mug. Oh, get a left-handed mug so Brewer can watch you drink. Yeah. I don't think that option's there, though. I think it's just one-handed. Was your logo or mug shot out? Yeah, I made it for right-handed people to have the logo out, but I guess maybe it's made for left-handed people only, so the logo is in. Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, two-fisted drinkers need logos on both sides. Yeah, yeah. All that matters is it holds coffee. And it's my mug on a mug. But once again, I appreciate everyone stopping in. Thank you for learning about Up Coffee. I do recommend them. It's pretty good coffee so far. Maybe next week we'll do another shot at latte art. And then the following week, I have a special guest coming on, a coffee company owner out of Vermont is going to be on the show. So that'll be interesting. And other than that, I think Amber might be doing a live today. I'm not sure. Amber and Kev. Where is Kev? I haven't seen Kev at all. Maybe I missed him. And then tomorrow, of course, catch Amber's Sunday Scoop show. And then Thursday, I'll be on the Beer Respect. And we have the acreage on. So that'll be good. Looking forward to that one. But appreciate everyone. Have a good Saturday. Have a good weekend. And I'll catch you next week.